Alrighty, and welcome to today's stream. So we're going to take the ZiboMOD. I've not flown in X-Plane for a while, to be fair, especially on stream. We're going to fly offline today. I might do a flight later on that sim perhaps, so I might jump back into Microsoft Flight Sim. We will see how I feel after dinner. So I'm going to do a short up before dinner. I'm going to take the Zibo. I've got the latest version of the Zibo, so hopefully everything will work nicely. I'm going to take a short hop from here in Manchester. Let's stand 204. I'm going to take over to Dublin for a bit of a custom routing. We've not done out too serious. Put enough fuel in to get us over there, and a rough route. We've got departure, we've got arrival. Going to depart runway 23 right, arrive on runway 28 in Dublin. We've got some basic routing in there. We're going to transition on the Bagso arrival. Bagso 1 kilo is what we're going for. Right, so without further ado, let's jump in. I'll just change the scene over. Oh, am I a little bit bright? Yeah, I look alright. I look okay. Right, so let's jump into the cockpit. Oh, as you can see, we have the tug aligned. I've pretty much set up the aircraft, so I've put in all of my routing and everything else, so we can just get straight on. IRS is aligned. Everything's sorted in here. We just need a little bit of. We'll have those lights on. We don't need the floodlights on. We could do with some. Main. Oh my god, some main panel lights. We could do with some panel lights down here. I'm pretty sure did I set up a view down there? I didn't. Only the ones I've set is those ones. Because I completely reinstalled Zibo so that we didn't get any. Well, hopefully we didn't get any errors anyway. There we go. Alrighty. That's all set up. So we're going to get pushed back. Set auto brake to ejected takeoff. Set flaps to flaps 5. So that's all ready. So our takeoff config should be set. Our altitude, we've got 5,000 for our initial climb. Heading 232, and V2 speed is 133. Right, so let's get pushed back and then we can start engines. We can disconnect ground power. We're on APU. We have our beacon light on. That's okay. We can put our position light on. Lower light can come on. Sorted. Request push back. So there we go. That's where we want to push back to. I need to change the sound settings on pushback because we don't seem to be getting any feedback from pushback. I think that's because of the settings that I got set initially. But hopefully we can remove the parking brake and we should be on our way. Let's see. There we go. Nice one already. So we can turn off the packs. We'll start. Oh, where's he going? Seems to be going on a very weird angle. Don't know what all that's about. Bit of a strange one, but anyway. Yo. Starting up nicely. Let's just check what we have. There we go. Need to get some fuel in there. That'll be pretty quick. Oh, I ain't got a clue where it's taking us. It's taking us back on this line here, I'm guessing. Yeah. Got a lot. So while he's finishing pushing back, let's jump back in and start engine number uno. Ew. Before, seems faster than before that. So watch this starting up. We've got M1 starting to rise, N2 is rising, and that EGT is increasing. I think we've took a little bit too much fuel, but should be alright. That should be fine. So engine number 1, as the start valve just cut out, there we go. Transfer the power over onto the generators. APU can come off. APU bleed off. Packs can come back on. That goes to auto. And I know what we've not set pressurization, so landing altitude in Dublin is 250 feet, and our flight level today we're going up to 23,000 feet. Flight level 230 is right there. Right, so started set parking brake. I've got a set parking brake on, so you need to hold the toe brakes first. That's set, so they should start to disconnect now. Maybe just lowering the nose down. Can put flight directors on now. Disconnect. Things all over. Suppose we should possibly put that to alt off. Now we've pushed back, and we'll set ourselves a random squawk just for the fun of it. There goes our tug. Oh, my knees just clicked. Bye bye. Wait for him to show us the pin. There he goes. Thank you very much. So we can stick our taxi lights on. Runway turn offs. Oops, I've put my overlay on. It's a bit weird. I've got that set on a hotkey by mistake. That's all good. Those are all on. That's all good. We're all alright up here. Just checking through. We're good to go. So let's taxi to our runway. Use our view. Parking brake off. Do a quick config check. Yep, all good. Off we go. A little bit quick there. Oops. It's awful in that view to try and steer. There we go. Let's get back into the cockpit. Bit more sensible. Bit more sensible. If I had a little bit more time, I would have jumped onto that sim, to be fair, because there's a thing called Manchester's got full control at the moment, and it looked rather busy, but the problem with it being rather busy is it takes a while to get out sometimes. say, I'm expecting I need to get my dinner shortly, so we might jump on later. I don't know how long Manchester's going to be online for. Oh, I keep overturning that. I don't know what's going on there. Controls a little bit different to how it used to. It's probably because I've not been in ZiboMOD for a while. Do. See if we can take this corner correctly. Get used to the control of it now. It's more like it. External. We're taxing down here. Go all the way down to Juliet 1 is where we will enter the runway. Cabin crew seats for takeoff.
Flight 10, completely seated for departure.
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
Airport pub on the end there. Let's get back into the cockpit. Landing lights can come on. Engines into continuous. On. Oh, we're shot the centre line a little bit there. Get back on the centre line. Here we go. 232. Nice. We'll just hold it there a second. Our throttle can be armed. We'll just hold it on the brakes. We'll get 40%. 100% is good. Let's get Toga. Take off first is set.
80 knots.
80 knots checked.
V1. Rotate.
Rotate.
Positive rate.
Yep. Flybys with depart. Set hatches. Let's get back into the cockpit. Flaps 1.
1000.
There's a feet check. Flaps up. Set. Continue our climb. What have we got? Vertical nav on.
Thousand to go.
Bit of a messy departure, but nonetheless, don't start dropping. And toward this altitude now, 5,000 feet. And we'll start to, we'll start to trip. I've not got trim set up currently on here at all. So with it. Set
1000 to go.
Level out there nicely. Just trying to trim out a little bit.
1000 to go.
Some trim. Feels a little bit better. Just down a bit now. Get set. Command A, right. A bit of automation in. On FMC speed, which we are, so we should be aiming for 250 knots.
1000 to go.
That's 5,000. Let's increase altitude now to flight level 230. We should climb on the FMC very shortly. That's flashing because I'm below 5,000 feet. As soon as we get past this waypoint, we should climb. And we should aim for 309 knots. Let's see. Here we go, M1. So start increasing first, which it is doing. Seems to be working correctly. Moving climb, and we're climbing nicely. Cool, cool, cool. Quite light, I've not put any passengers on today, so light. Goes way down towards Liverpool. been playing FS 2020 Volt with it. The camera is on the opposite way, so they so keep camera on way. Nice, looking good on departure now. Let's just turn that distant audio down a bit. It's a bit louder. Let's turn that down. It's probably a little bit better. Jump back into the cockpit, make sure everything is going okay. We're still climbing. We're just trying to get to our planned speed, 290 knots. It's got 293 on there. Close enough, close enough. Right, landing gear can go to off. Auto brake to off. Let's release our attendants. Landing lights can now come off. All this can come off. Logo light can come off. That's all on. Wing light can go off. Pressurization is set and rising. Everything looks good up here. Put my, if that's going to work, here we go, EIDW. Oh, I need to relog into my Navigraph because that's not gone brilliant. But anyway, what we can do is we can set this up anyway, ready. So runway 28 ILS is 111.35. I think that may be set 111.35, so we can put that over to active, so that's all ready. Let's get a bit more scope here on the ND. See, we're just going up to top of climb. Just waiting to the traffic now. TCAS off. Does it have the lines on? Is that something new? Probably don't tell that I've not got TARA on. Ah, there we go. Or me being an idiot as usual. That's all set. Let me just get my Navigraph linked back in. There we go. Should be alright now. There we go. Get us charts now. So approach runway 28. Where is the left? We're building a new runway in Dublin. Are we doing a 28 left and a 28 right? I'm gonna guess so. Right, Cat 3 ILS. Here we go. Look. 111.35. EIDW is the identifier. We're going into lap mode.
1,000 to go.
Ooh, no. That's wrong, look. We need to change. We need to go direct to bag, so. There we go. That's more like it. Else. So. We'll be on top of descent very shortly. About 40 miles to top of descent. So here we go, so Cat 3. We're going to do a Cat 2 approach, is what we're going to do. Cat C, we're looking at decision height of 302 feet. So we can put that into the minimums. 302 is set. So 3,000 feet by lap mode. So cruise altitude. Our next altitude restriction is 6,000 or above by Carav, so we can set that because it's not too far to top of descent. Let's just release our passengers. for a while before we start our descent into Dublin. So it was a nice short hop this. So 6,000 is what we are going for. There we go, 6,000 feet. All good. Put actually, let's put the camera on here. See what's going on out there. There's nobody about. All our flight attendants are skiving. What are we doing? We've set that up. We've set all this up. We want now to go back to the charts. Arrival. So it was a bag, so 1 kilo is what we're looking at doing. You can see we're coming to Bagso. Carav above 6,000, max 230 knots. Carav 230 or below and 6,000 or above. That's all correct. And then from there, that's where we start our approach. So then we fly out to Latmo, which is all good. Max 200, that's for the old. And our final course is 278. So set that as well. 278. 278. All set and good. So quick external flyby. Bit of a crosswind coming in there. What is the wind doing actually? Yeah, so we've got a bit of a head stroke crosswind. 75 knots coming in from 352. Quite a strong headwind that. As we can see on, if we go into progress, see crosswind, it works out about 60 knots crosswind and a 45 knot headwind. That's what we've got. Yeah, plenty of fuel. Plenty of fuel. Once we get to top of descent, we'll have a look at our reference speed, so there's approach and everything and work out all that. Just have a couple of minutes and enjoy the view. Should be able to see, so that's the Isle of Man, Isle of Wight, Isle of Man. Wales is down here, peeping through the clouds. Time for a quick snack. Just make sure everything goes right here. Yep. Retard. So there we go. Throttle to idle. Throttle are armed. And we're descending. So we should descend on a idle throttle, hopefully, all the way down. We just need to watch the speed doesn't increase too much. So we've got diesel there, just before Bagso, and as we said, by Bagso, there's no speed restriction here. But by the time we get to Carav, we need to be doing 230 knots or below. So we'll just monitor that speed as we descend. As you can see, we're starting to speed up a little bit. Should go to idle, which as should use the vertical speed to manage that speed then. Nice. Bring in this a little bit. Oh, we didn't put the weather radar on, did we? That's holding that speed nicely. Cool, cool. I think we can just about make it out. Is that the clouds that's causing that, or is that land? Not 100% sure. I think it's land, what we can see. Ah, there we are, look. There's Dublin. Well, Ireland, should I say. Boom, 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 boom. So we're not going to burn much more fuel now, we shouldn't do anyway, so we've currently got 3.3 and we're expecting to have 2.6 by the time we get to Dublin. So what's that? 3.2.6. So that's 7. So it's 0.7 ton, kilo, whatever it's in. So if we take 0.7 off of there, so that takes us down to 51, 50.5. So we'll take flaps 30 approach, so 130 knots. That will do. So we'll input that. There we go. Reference 30, 130. A wind coach is +5. I'm not sure actually what the wind is in Dublin. Let's have a look. Let's have a quick look on here. Where's my weather? Dublin airport. So 300 for 10 knots. So if we go back down here, can we put in 10 knots? We can. So we're going to plus 10 knots onto there. So we're going to go for 30/140. Is that reference speed? QNH is 3041. Oh, it's in. Nope. Let's just change that because that's not in the correct. We want it in HPH. QNH is 102. I'll call it 1030. 1030. We have some traffic to the left of us somewhere. Probably not going to be able to see it. There's some traffic out there. Oh, that's all set up. Here we go. So you can see here on the chat, we're just heading into Bagso. We've got 240 set. That's all set. That's all good. Let's put the seatbelt signs back on. 10,000 feet. So there we can put our lights back on. Logo light can come on. Wing lights can come on. The plane should be level with us. Can you not see it? I think it's lying. So we're descending nicely. Let's have a look. So what we've got, 6,000 feet of above by Carav, and then we head down to Latmo, which we need 3,000 feet or below. So that's this bit, that's all good. So Latmo, 3,000 feet. Tune Dublin on 114.9. 114.9. So that's set up just in case we have to do a missed approach. So in the result of a missed approach, there we go, look, missed approach, climb straight ahead to Gannet, max 3,000 feet. Then turn right at a maximum of 220 knots to join radial 278 Dublin, which is this one here. There we are, climbing to 5,000 and resume en route flight or as directed. So in other words, if we miss, fly out direct to Gannet. We make a right hand turn to intercept Dublin VOR, and then we fly back outbound to take another approach, is what we're planning for. Alright, so by Carav, we're going to be 230 or below. We're at 237, but we do have a diesel point coming up. Should fit in nicely. And we're above 6,000, which is what we had planned for. 230 is now set. Here we go. Right, let's go down to 3,000 feet. That's what we should get. We'll just watch this projection bar coming in. So on this current speed and vertical speed, we're aiming to get to 3,000 feet by here, which is pretty much perfect. Let's just check gross weight and everything. That's got 131, which is correct. Yes, what? Yeah, that's all looks good to me. I mean, it's 2,500 by Maxev, so you can see 3,000 Latmo, and then we start down to 2,500 by Maxev, which is the start of our final approach. So order brake, we're going to take order brake 2. I could probably do auto brake 1 actually. Oops, nope, don't want to do that. We just want to arm the spoilers. There you go, those are armed. We're going to actually need a little bit of drag just to pull that speed back as we start our approach. Pierce through some clouds, temperature plus 9 degrees, so anti-ice we don't need. It's 1 degree below threshold, but we'll be fine at plus 9 degrees. It's only going to get warmer as we descend. Standard can come off now. Shortly start to why are we in cruise? Should be trying to slow down. She seems to be struggling with a little bit.
Thousand to go.
2,500 feet by Maxev. Slowing down nicely. Can bring in a little bit of flaps. Just to help bring that speed down ever so slightly. So what we want to be doing is getting the speed brake down very shortly. Flaps 2, flaps 5. Enable the VOR lock. There we go. That's 5. 9 mile out. Canam approach. Flaps 10. Flaps 15. Flaps 25. Flaps 30. And then we said 140 for our reference speed. Now we're just waiting to get field in sight, which just about see. Minimums are set at 302 feet.
2,500.
Landing gear is coming down. Gears down. Speed brake is armed. So for 5 miles, I think we'll take over. Have a quick external as we're coming in. Golf course just below us. That crosswind looks a little bit interesting. So we're going to have to monitor this speed a fair bit. Let's see what's it doing on the speeds. It's hit and miss at the moment, isn't it? So autothrottle can come off. Autopilot is off. Fly a manual out. Just watching that speed and watching that we don't lose the glide slope.
Thousand feet, stabilized, Mr. Perch, altitude set.
Getting blown off to the left, so just correct that. It's coming back in nicely. It's that crosswind what's pushing us to the left there. Speed's looking good. 2 white, 2 red. 500. Check. Speed still good.
400. 300. 200.
Watching out. Watching the runway now.
Approaching minimums. 100.
100 feet.
50. 40.
Close.
30. Minimums.
Flare.
10.
Decrab. We're down. First.
80 knots.
Idle reverse. Cancelling reverse first. Cancelling auto brake. Auto brake off. Welcome to Dublin. Landing lights can come off. Start the APU. Just get to gate and then my dinner is ready. just park up at a remote stand actually, so I can just have a quick replay and then I'll go get my dinner. That's what we'll do. So we'll park up down here. Power's onto APU. So yeah, we'll park up. Where can we park? Just so we can have a quick replay. We'll take this exit here. And then we'll load the replay up. And just watch that approach into Dublin. A few Aer Lingus in front of us. So yeah, we'll just take this remote stand here. And then let's get the replay up and running. That will do just there. Let's get back in the cockpit. Set parking brake. Let's have a quick look, see what. Which one is it? Is it on there? Landing rate was great. Approach rating was good. Let's see what. Speed brake. Yeah, I've got my speed brake up. Land flaps with speed brake. Yeah, land flaps. Approach speed below 400 feet. Approach speed at 500 feet above ground level. Right, let's have a quick look at the replay. Flight, replay mode. Here we are. Let's have a quick view from here.
300.
Go to the threshold. Nice flare. Yeah, I'll take that. Have a quick view from here. See if we're in touchdown zone. Yeah, just at the end of where most people normally touchdown, but well in touchdown zone. On the centre line. That will do me nicely. Right, see. I'm going for lunch, and I will catch you all in the next stream. Like I said, hopefully I'll be streaming in a little while. Thanks again.